Happy Friday, everybody. Well, I'm getting to do. It seems like I've been getting a video out Friday and Saturday. I don't know if I'll have two this week, but it is Friday morning. Wes isn't here yet. Mark's been here for one. He'll probably be back before too long. And I've been working on this last section here. Geez, doesn't that look nice? Look at that stand of wood. Look at that. Now, if that isn't a nice thin stand of wood, I don't know what it is. So, anyways, the cut has come out very nice. We had a good week again this week. I was hoping we would. I was wondering whether there would be enough wood left to make a good week, but there was. So I am going to finish. Processor is right down in there. Focus. I'm going to, I've got 2 trails left. Then I'm done here. I have, I moved the buncher yesterday. I'll put a little picture of it on the low bed right below my coffee. And I got that to the next job in the idea. I think I talked about it a little bit in one of my other videos about how the setup's working with the new forwarder and the buncher, and that the improvements were to be made was efficiency. And part of that was moving and logistics. So we're having a lot of trouble with softwood pulp right now. I don't really know I do know what's going on roughly. 9 Dragons. One of the paper mills we haul pulp to decided in their infinite wisdom that they would buy all the softwood pulp from the Verso mill that blew up, or Pixel, which probably makes sense for them. And it's probably really cheap, and the bean counters can clap their hands and swirl around in their office chairs. But it makes it really hard to run a job, certain jobs. I mean, we're not going to have that much here piled up. There's a load of each right now. And there'll probably be 2 more loads of hemlock before we're done. So we'll have 4 loads sitting here that we can't move right now. And they're not taking it next week, and they're not taking, I don't think 9 Dragons is taking hardwood next week either. So, I just don't really understand. I mean, I get the part, it's a business, and I'll put my coffee right there where I won't. Usually I'll set it somewhere it's like that and do something and knock it off and empty the whole cup just to really make my morning. Get my barn chain oil here. Make my morning real good. I get business-wise why they would do that. But as far as the woods business goes right now, I mean, they know that the loggers have, not only are we making way less money than we were, and it's been hard to get rid of wood, but now they're doing this where you can't move any softwood, and I just don't understand in the long-term game. I guess they figure we'll just figure it out, and we'll do what we need to do to get by and pay our bills and that sort of thing, and when they want softwood again, we'll be there to cut it. And the sad thing about it is they're probably right. But if this goes on too long, you know, there are going to be some guys that aren't going to be cutting wood that were. And then when the tables turn and supply and demand establishes itself to where it should be, they're going to be crying, and they're going to have to pay more money than they want to. But I don't understand why they just don't. They don't have to let us haul in everything we can cut. Just give us something, But anyways, that's not for me to decide, and I mean, we'll figure it out. We'll be fine. It just makes it hard. Get every last drop of barn chain oil in there. So yeah, it's more frustrating than anything else, and you don't really find out these things until like the end of the week before they're gonna not take something. So if it was a little more calculated and planned, you'd have time to like here, I probably wouldn't have last week cut the crappy hemlock that I did. I probably would have cut a little bit, but not as much, and adjusted. But if they don't give you warning, you can't do that. We'll be fine. I refuse to be the negative Nancy, the Debbie Downer, the woe me type of person. So I look at the softwood right now in some of the markets like weather. Like farming or logging, there's going to be times where the weather stops you from working. You can't work for a week. It's been 2 weeks, it's too wet. But nobody bitches about, oh, God damn it, Mother Nature, what is she up to? She is just such a jerk, or whatever you want to say. I'm trying to not use any profanity, because it's Mother Nature. So it's an obstacle you have to just get over, and this is the same thing. I can't control it, so I'm not gonna, I guess I'm getting on my soapbox this morning, but not really, because I'm just explaining the situation. So that's another dynamic of the woods business that probably people that aren't in it don't understand, and I think probably there's a certain section of guys that are just mad and angry, and that's even in the woods business, that can't quite figure out how to navigate some of these times. And I mean, that's the way business is. If you can't be creative, then you're probably gonna feel it a little more than the next guy. And not that I definitely don't have all the answers. As we go along here, I'm doing what I think I need to do to navigate it. And it's not really, I knew, they got a couple weeks here, and who knows? I don't know. I have no idea how much in these pile down yards they bought and how long that's going to last. So I assume that the softwood market's going to be pretty tight like this until that wood gets used up. And the markets for pulp are already kind of funky anyways because of the COVID. So yeah, on the bright side, it's kind of nice on a morning like this. It's fairly early, nobody's here, it's quiet. I really love getting to work and I don't have to talk to anybody, and I can put my barn chain oil in, fuel up, grease maybe, and then go to work. I don't have to talk to anybody, and I'm working, and then Wes shows up and does his thing and goes to work. So that's kind of a little bit of this and that this morning. It shouldn't take me more than a couple hours to finish these couple trails, and then I'll probably head over to the new job, walk around, see how I want to start laying wood down. I'm not sure if I'm gonna do any more or add any more video to this video. So if I don't come back, like, subscribe, and comment. we're getting there. I think I'm at 881 subscribers. So, I mean, I'm not Albert Einstein, but another 119 and we'll be at 1,000. And then for those people who are interested, I'll do that video of how I got into the woods business and that whole story. So anyways, we'll catch you later.